Hello guys, this is Soviet Russian Bear. So let's continue our conversations on Omegle. Yeah, I'm not afraid of anything. If people are going to insult me or say F this, F Russia, I'm gonna react accordingly. So let's get ready. I'm not scared of anything. If YouTube deletes my channel, I'm gonna create another one. And if YouTube deletes another channel, then I'll probably migrate to BitChute or Odyssey. But anyway, enough talk. Let's start the show. 3, 2, 1. Hi.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
Cool.
Thank you.
No, are you for real?
Yes, I am for real.
No, because you speak fluent English.
Thank you.
How is life in Russia?
It's normal, as usual.
Where do you live? Moscow?
No,
Rasputin.
no. The city is
Where?
called Tambov.
Tambov.
Yes.
In the east or in the west?
It's in the west.
Huh? So you're living in the very Asian part of Russia.
No, European.
You have the part in Europe and then you have the part in Asia.
Yes, we have.
Which part do you live?
In Europe.
Ah, so in the east.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it cold there?
Not really. It's like +3. +3.
Do you have TikTok in Russia?
Yes, we have TikTok.
Cool.
Cool. And judging by your accent, you're from France, aren't you?
No.
Canada?
No, from the Netherlands.
Oh,
Best country in the whole wide world. If there's ever gonna be war, flew to Netherlands. Best country world. Best tea. Best hot chocolate. Best food. Best country.
Thank you. Well, so far we're talking and we're speaking to each other, and you didn't call me any names. Like, thank you so much, lady. Thank you so much.
Huh? I don't understand.
You didn't call me names. Thank you.
What do you... does that mean cursing?
Yes.
Why would I? That's not nice.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is that because of current geopolitical situation, many people are just ready to attack any Russian person they meet.
Oh, that's not nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, you know what it is?
The
people hate Putin, but we don't hate the Russians.
If you
The
hate...
Russians are welcome anytime.
Okay, if you hate Putin, why I hear so many reports of Russian people are being attacked for just being Russian? And in Germany, for example, doctors refuse to treat children with cancer just because they are Russian or from Russian parents. Like, what the fuck is this? What kind of Third Reich racist shit is this?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, I bet you didn't.
But what is the government telling you? Because here in the West, we are hearing that Putin is not telling the truth to the Russians, but I don't know if you know that.
Well, there's a lot of misinformation. The real war is information war. Like, it's really hard to tell where the truth is and where's the lie. I monitor Telegram channels, YouTube channels, different blogs, and watch my TV channels. I don't know, but in my personal opinion, that our Telegram channels or YouTubers, they don't lie too much. I mean, they don't make fake videos like the Ukrainian propaganda of supposedly surrendered Russian soldiers, although the uniform is just not Russian, and just, it's really hard to tell where the truth is right now.
But I know the truth. We live in a democratic country where everyone can say what they want to say, and I know what's happening there. And you guys don't know that because you live in a dictator country. You have one dictator who doesn't want the people to speak their minds. If you speak your mind, you go 50 years in prison.
Only if you post lies.
No. Oh my god, I
Yes,
find it really sad for you that you don't know the truth.
I
You need to
told.
leave the country. It's not good for you.
No, I'm not gonna leave. I love my country.
I understand, but the person who is leading your country is not that good.
Well, he's
He's making the Russians look bad.
well, he's definitely better than Gorbachev and Yeltsin, the guys before him.
Yeah, okay, I have to admit that. You know, Putin was not a bad guy since this year. Like, I never hated him, but because he's now invading Ukraine, I don't really like him anymore.
That's okay. You're entitled to your own opinion.
Yeah, I know, but you guys don't know what's happening right now. All Ukrainians people are fleeing to another country because they are killing them.
Mm. A lot of people flee from war zones. That's the sad truth about war. But the thing is that we did not want to start that war initially. Why? Because we we've tried to persuade the government in Kiev to stop attacking the people of the east of Ukraine, the region called Donbass.
You mean the South Island of Ukraine?
No, I mean the southeast of Ukraine, like Donetsk, Lugansk oblast. Mm, there are the people who live in Donetsk and Lugansk regions. They have strong pro-Russian sentiment, and after the 2014 coup in Kiev, raging ultra-nationalists came to power, who ban everything Russian, and they don't allow the people of Donetsk and Lugansk to speak the Russian language. You see, those people of Donetsk and Lugansk who oppose the total Ukrainization didn't like the coup.
So there's actually always been like a love-hate relationships between Ukraine and Russia.
Well, maybe since, not always, but maybe since they declared their independence in 1991, there have always been some sort of anti-Russian sentiment. Like the west of Ukraine is very anti-Russian and pro-West, while the east of Ukraine is Donbass, Donetsk, Lugansk, like Kharkov. Those eastern cities are very pro-Russia, and you see what I mean.
Yeah, I understand, but I don't see it as a reason to want to take over a country. It's not right because you know what it is? It's not only taking over a country, it's like starting a new world war because Russia has said that they are ready to attack with nuclear weapons against the Western world. And
Only,
that's really scary.
yes, that's scary, but only if they try to intervene, like some sort of try to create a no-fly zone or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, but they're not gonna do that because then you're starting a war.
Yes, yes, that's right. And the thing is that our goal in Ukraine is not to take it over, like to incorporate it in not to make it a part of Russia, should I say that, but to change the regime, to change the government, and to prevent Ukraine from joining NATO.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound right. Why can't Ukraine not join NATO? That's nothing wrong with that.
Mm, I'm going to have to disagree with you because for the past like 30 years, NATO has shown itself as NATO is not what it is, what it professes to be. Like NATO says they are clearly defensive alliance, but we see what they did to Libya, Yugoslavia, Iraq, Afghanistan. I know we went to Afghanistan too, but still, we were there just 10 years, and they have been there for 20 years. And you see, we have to be suspicious. Do you know why? Because after the Soviet USSR, the Soviet Union collapsed, we already had some sort of verbal gentleman agreement with NATO, but they didn't give any written guarantees, so they broke the gentleman agreement and expanded NATO to the east anyway, even when Russia was still very weak and still was extremely devastated after the collapse of the Soviet Union. And you know what? Another fact, when Bill Clinton was president of the United States, he met with Vladimir Putin. And when Putin asked Clinton, can Russia join NATO? Clinton says, hell no, no, you can't do that.
You know why that is?
Why?
It's because we as the West are democratic people. Russia is very communist, and we don't want to spread any more communists in the world because we know that from World War II with Hitler, he was the same. He was also a communist, and we don't want to witness the exact same thing anymore.
Okay, whatever you say. It's been nice talking to you, lady. Thank you. Bye.
You're hearing fake news. I'm warning
Goodbye,
you.
goodbye. Hitler was a communist. Oh my god. Sorry. Hello. Yo, dude.
Hello.
What's up?
I'm doing good. How are you too?
I'm doing good. So, what are you talking about?
Where are you from, bro?
I'm from Russia.
Россия. Ты русский.
Yes, I am.
You look like a British, actually.
British? Didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, ты говоришь по-русски?
Да, я говорю по-русски.
Где ты живешь, мой друг?
I live in the city of Tambov.
Tambov. Yeah, it's a good, man. It's in the Asian part or the European part?
European.
Yeah, it's good, bro.
Thank you.
So I hope you...
Yeah, and where are you
Okay.
from?
I'm from Syria. Do you know it?
Syria? Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
So, I'm actually here to talk about the current, political and geopolitical situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I support Russia, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
I hope all this ends soon, and everybody wins.
Yeah, and as a Syrian, you see the hypocrisy of the West.
Yeah. Well, actually, we know it. Yeah, we already know it, and try it in Syria.
Yeah, and just the war is like for how long is the Syrian war? Just 11 years, 12 years?
11, yep, it's 11 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. They destroyed us, bro,
Yeah.
We are totally...
Yeah, I'm aware. Just
I
Russia is one of the only ones who is helping you.
Yeah, that's true. We have a Russian army here. It helped us a lot,
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We hope also you help those poor civilians in East Ukraine, man, in Donbass.
Yeah, Donbass, yeah. We've tried everything. We've tried to negotiate with the Kiev government. We've tried to make concessions but they just don't.
They are hypocrites. Yep.
Yeah, they just don't learn. they just don't care about any agreements. They break any agreement.
I
And
know, I know, I
mhm,
know the history of this Russian-Ukrainian conflict in
yeah,
Donbass. Yeah,
and you see
they
my
are.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm sorry. You see, my friend, I'm sorry for interrupting you, but you see, the Ukrainian, those neo-Nazi, I mean, ultra-nationalists, they use the
yeah, yeah.
same or similar tactics to like what the insurgents did in Syria. Like they hide
Yup, yup.
behind the civilians. They use civilians as human shields, and it is despicable. But the Western media doesn't want to doesn't want to tell you about that. They only said that all the it's all Russia, Russia, Russia. Although a lot of this like false flag provocations, you see, they
Ah,
bombard.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
I
know
know
that. Yeah,
these false propagandas, bro. I know it
yeah,
very good. Yeah,
yeah. You're
yeah.
Syrian, dude,
I hope.
and
Yeah, serious.
yeah,
I hope that all ends soon, man. And this war, no, don't have a lot of
mm,
time, just like we
mm-hmm.
did in Syria. I hope you finish it as soon as possible, bro.
Oh, yeah, I hope so too. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Thank you. Anyway, it's always it's always great to see soulmate on on
Yeah.
Omegle. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye. Wish all the best of you. Best of luck.
Спасибо, спасибо. Доброй ночи,
Спасибо.
мой друг.
До свидания. Доброй ночи. Да. Yo. Hi. What's up, yo?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Nice. Where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
Russia.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Colombia.
Colombia? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
in South America.
yes, I know, I know.
Yes.
So, I'm talking here about the current political stuff, political situation, and what about you?
What is my opinion?
Yeah, I would like to hear your opinion. Yeah.
But I don't know. Putin is a bit crazy guy. I know that United States needs wars for surviving the history, but this war is crazy. This war is crazy. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
exist other methods, but um, bombs and people dying after COVID, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
And haven't you noticed that after this operation started, that the COVID kind of disappeared from the news headlines? It's all Ukraine, Ukraine now.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's it's crazy. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, at least you didn't insult me or curse me. Yeah. Anyway, it's been nice talking to you. Have a good one. Bye. Hi.
Do you support Putin?
Hello.
Hello.
Do you support Putin?
Putin?
Yes.
Yes. Да.
Da. Strong guy.
Do you support Putin?
Yes, I do. I said you. I told
We
you.
also do. Have a nice day.
Thank
Da.
you. Hi.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Not much.
Yeah, not much. I'm fine. What about you? Where are you from?
I'm from America. What about you?
From America? I'm from Russia.
I figured.
You figured? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Okay.
just saw the wallpaper and I was like, huh, makes sense.
Makes sense.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, what are you talking about? I'm here actually to talk about the current geopolitical situation,
Mhm.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think? Now, I'm asking questions because usually people ask me questions about my opinion. So, let me ask you about your opinion.
Um, not very opinionated on it. Very nuanced and kind of not. I don't know.
You don't have a nuanced opinion on it?
No, I have a nuanced opinion, but also like I don't know. It's just it depends.
It depends on what exactly.
No, I mean, like, I'll be honest, very based in my opinion. I wouldn't say it's very difficult to put into words.
Uh,
I don't know. I'm
just express it in 2-3 words.
2-3 words.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucked up what Russia's doing, but also I see the reasons why. Not that it justifies any of it, but also, like, I can see how NATO is pretty much pushing Putin in a corner, and so he's trying to like, yeah, America's not the greatest, and so we kind of just overthrow a bunch of shit, destabilize, install like very right-wing governments that aren't the greatest themselves, or are giving like
It's good to meet a thinking person on Omegle. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Even though you're not justifying, but you still understand. You see the reasoning why.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't justify anything. I'm very against the war. I'm very against the fighting at all. But also, like, we kind of created this not need for it, but like, because there's no need for war.
You know, people have already accused me of being like an GRU spy, that I'm doing this for money. Like, no, I'm actually here on Omegle to talk to primarily foreigners and to talk to people just because out of enthusiasm. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been nice talking to you. Have a good one, my friend. Bye.
Adios.
Adios. Oh, hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, lady. Hi.
Hi.
Where are you from?
America.
America? So...
Where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
Oh boy.
Yes, I am.
So what is your opinion about what's going on as a Russian?
Oh, about the war? Yeah. Okay. I know the war itself is bad. It's fucked up. The war is always terrible. There is nothing fun about the war. However, my opinion is that although it is bad, but it needed to be done. Why?
Why?
To stop the ultra-nationalist government in Kiev from oppressing and killing the people of the east of Ukraine.
You understand, like, that's not fucking true, right?
Well, it is true.
No.
Why not?
It's literally been like, I don't know per se if y'all, like, I know, like, in North Korea, for example, what is told to the people of that country is all lies, and it's a fascist country. The stuff that is being told to Russians is the exact same concept. You're not hearing about what else is happening.
Well,
Putin made all of this shit, like, to say, oh, well, I have every right to do this. No, you fucking don't. And if there was the fact of wanting to stop something, okay, stop something. But by no means does the Russian government have the authority to do this to civilians.
well,
I mean, I can understand wanting to, like, take down leaders. I get that. Like, that makes sense. I mean, we took down the leader of the people who bombed the U.S., but you don't target civilians. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Do you understand that we live in an age where a lot of misinformation? And has it ever crossed your mind that the Ukrainian army and the neo-Nazi paramilitary organizations are deliberately target civilians to then later blame it on Russia? It's a psychological warfare, and they use the very shameful tactic, like hiding equipment and tanks and artillery in residential areas.
And you understand that your people are literally killing civilians who are innocent. I'm not saying that they don't have a fucked up government on their own, but you understand that that doesn't give you, everyone's entitled to their own. I mean, shit, I live in a democratic country. You don't see me being like, oh, well, Russia needs to change this. I don't have any problem how Russia runs Russia. I have a problem with how Russia wants to run everywhere else. Ukraine is by all means its own place. Sorry, y'all lost it a long ass time ago. And you have no right to judge how they rule. And I mean, that's just point blank. You can't look at fucking, I don't know. I mean, think about it. You don't like how, I'm going to use North Korea again. You don't like how North Korea runs shit. No one does. Are you going to go tell North Korea off and like go and try and take that too? No. So why do you think you have the right to do that to Ukraine?
Okay, let me explain to you. Because Ukraine is a neighboring country to Russia, and the country with very strong religious, linguistical, and cultural ties to Russia.
Mm-hmm.
So, we absolutely do not, it is not, absolutely is not in our interest that Ukraine joins hostile alliances like NATO.
Oh, hostile.
Hostile, absolutely hostile to Russia.
Why? Because y'all will be checked and put in check. And Putin can't go do whatever the fuck he wants whenever the fuck he wants.
Well, you see, we cannot be put in check. You know why?
You're right. Putin needs to just go away.
It's not for you to decide.
And it's not for you to decide either.
What do you mean it's not for me to decide?
It's not for you to decide that the Ukrainian president gets to go away because you guys don't like how... I fucking hate Putin, but if I was the US president, would I put an assassination attempt on Russia and the president? No. I don't give a shit if you were bordering me. We don't like how Mexico runs shit. You don't see us running down there.
That's because their government won't do anything to really like piss off your government. Imagine if Mexico builds a Russian military, allows to build Russia a military base close to your borders.
Unless something drastic was to happen, no, we wouldn't do anything.
And please explain something drastic.
If y'all started pointing missiles at us.
So, NATO is trying to start pointing missiles at us in Romania, in the Baltics. So aren't we allowed to retaliate? If they deploy NATO missiles in Ukraine and the east of Ukraine, like near the city of Kharkov,
As of this moment, right now, everyone in this goddamn world has the right to point missiles at Russia.
Come on, lady, you cannot be serious.
I'm not being like everyone needs to bomb you and kill you guys. But if you're gonna act like you guys have these big dicks and you can just go and do whatever you want, everyone else around you has the right to protect themselves in the same manner.
Oh, they can try to bomb us, and they will burn in. And anyone who tries to bomb us will burn in nuclear fire.
You're not the only ones with nuclear weapons. You don't just set off a nuclear weapon and expect nothing in retaliation.
Yes, that's called mutually assured destruction. If you launch nukes at us, we will retaliate with the same, and this means
we're not gonna nuke you. Everyone's worried about the opposite. That's what I said. If you nuke someone else, everyone else has the right to do it to you. That's why Russia's not going to use them. I don't have any fear that Russia's going to set off a nuclear warfare because, first of all, if they did anything, NATO would get involved at that point.
Yes.
And then you're going to have the entirety of NATO sending nuclear weapons to you.
Yes, you are correct. And you see why did I bring up the nukes? It's because there are actually hotheads and war hawks within NATO that's saying, oh, NATO should immediately intervene and no-fly zone over Ukraine. Well, you have to understand that if NATO
I don't have to understand shit.
Yes, you have, because if NATO tries to intervene directly against Russia, start shooting down Russian planes, then Russia will use nukes as a retaliation.
No, they won't.
We will. It's our.
I can
It's a.
promise you, no one, even Russia, wants to use nuclear warfare. We've seen what nuclear warfare does. Even at the beginning, when we were the ones who used it, we saw what happened. No one wants to go through that shit again.
But it is in our military doctrine that if we are attacked by.
But you understand that if Russia. Okay, back up. Let's say some country in NATO. NATO hasn't done shit yet, like to get out there and start having war with you officially. Let's say it gets there. You guys retaliate and warhead a NATO country. Okay, that's one NATO country. How are you going to defend the entirety of Russia from all of NATO's nuclear warfare? Explain that to me.
Well,
So
Russia
you
is a
wouldn't
vast
use
country.
a nuclear weapon on a NATO country. You could, I mean, Ukraine maybe, because Ukraine isn't in NATO.
Why we would use nukes on Ukraine? Ukraine has already suffered enough with Chernobyl. No, we are not going to use nukes against Ukraine.
Ukraine suffered enough because of Chernobyl, and you have
Yes.
the audacity to be like, oh, but it's okay to bomb Kiev and kill innocent civilians.
Look, war is war. Civilian casualties are inevitable. However, the Russian military targets exclusively military facilities and equipment. Of course, the civilian casualties are inevitable.
Okay. Obviously, you are brainwashed by your country, and I'm not continuing.
Sure, lady, yeah. Hi,
Hi,
how are you?
we are fine.
Fine.
How are you?
I'm fine too.
Where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
No, non ci credo.
Wow.
No.
How's life there?
Excuse me?
How is the life right there?
Business as usual, nothing really changed.
Okay.
Cosa hai detto?
Buona vita là.
Cosa hai
And
detto?
where
What
are
do
you
you
from?
think about this situation between Russia and Ukraine?
Well, I think the war is bad, but it was inevitable. Honestly, it needed to be done.
Why needed?
So cosa dissi?
Ho detto che è brutto, però
Why
era
needed? Okay. So you see, in 2014, a coup d'etat happened in Kiev. So, raging racist ultranationalists came to power after the coup. So, those raging nationalists were anti-Russia and pro-West.
Okay.
And there is a region in the east of Ukraine called the Donbass.
Okay.
Donbass is close to Russia. It's at the border with Ukraine with Russia. And the people of that region are very pro-Russian. They are Russian-speaking, Russian-thinking, and they did not want to cut the ties to Russia. They want to speak the Russian language. So, however, but the ultra-nationalist government in Kiev doesn't agree with that. So, they started to ban Russian language. So they started to forcibly
I
Ukraine.
understand, man. I already know this, but this is none of Russia business.
Why? Why is that?
It's not Russia business, and even if there is a nationalist, fascist power elected by the people in Kiev, is not of Russia business. There is a majority of Russians in Donbass, but in every state, in Italy, for example, I'm from Italy. There are a lot of people in the north which are from Germany, but it doesn't mean that Germany has to invade Italy. And I think this move which have done Putin, This movie, it was only to instaurate a power close to him, and because he was afraid that Ukraine will join NATO. He
Yes.
doesn't give a fuck about, let's say, 10,000 people which live Russian, which live in Donbass. He doesn't give a fuck because already something like 20,000 people died in this war. So I don't think.
Well, Ukraine joining NATO is unacceptable to us.
Why?
Because NATO is a hostile alliance to us.
No.
Why not?
NATO, his final purpose is the defending of the territory. How it could be hostile against Russia?
Well, you see, we are against NATO expansion because after the Soviet Union,
How you can't against someone who aim to the pace and the protection of the territory? Excuse me.
Okay then. Explain to me then how did Yugoslavia threaten NATO territories? Yugoslavia in 1999 didn't invade any NATO country, but NATO intervened anyway.
Because it aims to maintain the peace in the territory, and it was in the middle of the Europe. You can't let a civil war like this happen without doing anything. It wouldn't be acceptable.
So the same thing is unacceptable that the Kiev government is attacking the ethnic Russians of Donbass, and
they are not attacking.
Yes, they are.
Only if you don't let someone speak their native language, it doesn't mean they're attacking. The Russians are doing the same thing, we can say. For example, instaurating a puppet government in parts of Moldavia, for example. So I think Russia is way worse than Ukraine, who doesn't let 100,000 people speak their native language. It happens. I'm too from another country, and I'm from Romania, but I live in Italy. But it doesn't mean I have necessarily need to speak Romanian. I can speak Italian. If I want to speak Romanian, learn Romanian, I go back in Romania. That's the point. And I think that Putin doesn't give a shit about peace and protecting his people. He only aims to gain power.
Well, if you think so, then why did Russia send troops to Kazakhstan? Because Russia sent the CSTO sent troops to enforce peace in Kazakhstan.
Because they wanted to gain the favor of the Kazakhstan, and after this gain an ally. Why do you think he sent the troops because he's a good man?
The Kazakhstan was actually devastated by Kazakhstan is a Muslim country, and Islamic radicals were just Almaty was absolutely destroyed by them.
And he wanted to take power, to gain an alliance with that country. The same thing is doing the Americans, but I blame them too. I don't say that's right. That's the point. And it's not right, the invasion of Ukraine.
Well, I see that the Western powers are hypocritical. It's okay then when they do it, but when Russia...
I didn't say it's okay. It's not okay.
But you said that Russia is worse than NATO, didn't you?
No.
Okay then. If you hate Putin okay, fine, you hate Putin. But why the fuck do the German doctors refuse to treat Russian children with cancer just because they are Russian? The Russians are no longer allowed into restaurants. What kind of racist Third Reich shit is that?
I didn't say that was right. It's wrong. But it's wrong even the things that the Russian are doing, and you can't deny this.
Okay, I said that the war is the war is bad, but Russia didn't have any choice. The government in Kiev breaks all the agreements. Have you ever heard of Minsk II Accord? They never absorbed the Minsk II Accords.
Yeah, but that was an accord made by Russian affiliate to the Russian government. It's like,
So what?
Are you from Russia?
Hi,
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. What about you, dude?
I'm very good. I am from Bosnia.
Oh, from Bosnia? Oh, nice to
Yeah,
meet you.
thank you, thank you.
Why is
Where
your
you?
why is your screen black?
Because it's dark in Europe.
Okay, it's dark here too. So, I'm actually here to talk to people about the current political and geopolitical situation. So, tell me, please, what's your opinion?
To be honest,
Yeah, I like honesty.
Ukraine is switching from it was allies with Russia back then, but it's now switching to the West, and I agree with Russia about their concerns about their safety, but that doesn't mean they need to invade them. But they can solve in political way. But it's very hard situation, you know.
Yes, I know it's very hard. And you see, my friend, for the last 8 years, we've tried to settle it politically, but the Kiev government was just too stubborn. They signed the agreements, the accords, but they break the accords. They never absorbed the Minsk accords. They continued to keep to bombard the people of Donbass. So yeah, the war is bad. I agree. I've never said the war is good. The war is not good. It's not fun. It's not good. But they simply didn't give us another choice.
Yeah, you're right, because Ukraine was threatening Russia with joining NATO.
Yes, yes.
I think it's very stupid of Ukraine, because Russia and Ukraine were best buddies, and now they're swifting to the West. Why?
Yeah, why? Probably because they think that the West, the Europe, the EU gives them money to make their country make their life standards in the EU. But I think it's never going to happen.
No, it's all they're stealing money. The president want money and he wants to benefit from it.
Yeah.
And the people doesn't know it, because it's propaganda.
Propaganda, yeah.
Yeah, they say Russia is losing and stuff, and saying that Russia has saying that the Russian troops are giving up. It's all fake. I know.
All fake, yeah, I know. I've seen these videos on Telegram. They don't even try to hire good actors, and I see the uniform. It's clearly not Russian.
I know, because Russian has what do you call it? Camouflage.
Camouflage.
And I don't see the same good camouflage for the Ukraine.
Yeah.
I see brown and light brown. When I think the Russian is green and dark green.
Yeah, green and dark green. Yeah.
So I think it's very bad lies. And
yeah.
It's very disgusting and stupid of Western media, and they say sanction that. They're scared,
Yeah.
Because after all, Russia can trade with China and it's no problem.
Yes, and China refused to impose sanctions. Even Turkey refused to impose sanctions against that.
I know, because Turkey is very reliant on Russia.
Yeah.
When Turkey accidentally shut down a jet in Russia, they apologized and said that they would pay back and stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
Because they're so scared, and they have Russian Su-400.
Yeah. Okay, dude, it's late here, 3 a.m. I want to go to sleep. Yeah.
It's 2 a.m. here in Sarajevo.
Yeah. Thank you for talking to me. I need to go to sleep. Bye. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
До свидания.
Slava Rus.
Спасибо. Hvala. Like this video, please click that thumbs up button, and if you like my channel and my content, please click that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Anyway, Soviet Version Bear out. До свидания.